going on, people? It's your boy Nando. You know what it is. It's the Pound for Pound Boxing Show in association of today. One Boxing is sponsoring this one episode as well. So thank you to One Boxing sending us this jumper right here, this tracksuit. Check out One Boxing as well. You see how it's spelled one and then BXNG. Check out their Instagram and their website. Amazing tracksuit, amazing gear, and they just bought us some boxing gloves as well. So check them out, guys. So thank you to One Boxing as well. Guys, very special guest today, Luis Arias, a natural middleweight boxer who's moving down to super welterweight to fight Jarrett Hurd. That's right, Jarrett Swift Hurd, former world champion Jarrett Hurd at super welterweight. And guess what card he's going to be on? June 6th. That's right. Floyd Mayweather versus Logan Paul, the exhibition fight. And he's going to be on that card as well against Jarrett Hurd. So it's a big step for him to move down. He's a natural middleweight. Obviously, I don't know how he feels to make that weight, but it'd be good to hear from him now. So we're just going to wait for him. We'll obviously talk about his next opponent, his next fight. And this will be the first time he's going to fight in 2 years. He hasn't fought since August 2019. So 22 months out of the ring once he steps into that ring as well. So be good to speak to him. In the meantime, guys, check out our Instagram at the Pound for Pound Boxing Show. Obviously, if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, you know it's the Pound for Pound Boxing Show as well. Make sure you subscribe and you follow us on Instagram. Go on Twitter as well, guys. P4_show. Trust me, you're going to see the best interviews out there. You're going to see all breaking news and all the best podcasts as well. We're going to start doing watch-alongs. We did last night for the Josh Taylor and Ramirez fight. Went really well. And some people interacted with us. You know, you can join us on our Instagram Live. You can actually jump on and talk to us on our podcast as well. You know, we're not just a channel that just talks boxing and interviews just anyone. We're here for the fans as well. So, guys, DM us. If you ever want to organize maybe like a group chat with your friends and you want us on, just DM us and we could do that for you, man, because it'd be good to talk boxing and get everyone else's opinion. It's not just, you know, us as the channel and the boxing, the coaches and the promoters point of view. The fans have a point of view as well. So let's get Luis Arias on now and let's see what he's got to say as well. How you doing, champ?
What's going on?
How you doing?
I'm good. Just chilling.
I'm jealous of that sunshine, man. Here in England, it's raining right now.
Yeah, it's real hot, man. I'm in Vegas right now. It's real hot.
I can imagine. I just want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to us today. It's an honor to finally speak to you as well. And
I appreciate the invite.
Anytime, man. So how's camp going? How's things preparation for your fight?
Everything's been going good. Everything's been going good. You know, I've been in Las Vegas for some time now. I've been training here since like December, really. So everything's going good. You know, I've been working hard. I've been doing all the necessary things that I need to do to make sure I'm in tip-top shape for this fight. You know, and it's over with now. You know, if you're not in shape by now,
that's it.
So it's all wrapping up. We got one hard week of training, and then it's fight week.
Perfect. Obviously, you're back on June 6th. First of all, for the first time, you're coming back to fight after 22 months. How does it feel to finally get a fight after being out so long?
Man, it feels good. It feels good to just get back in the ring, period. You know what I mean? But to get back in the ring on such a big stage makes it even better. You know, I've been itching to fight. You know, if it wasn't for this coronavirus, you know, I probably would have already been fought. You know, I had a fight lined up right before, you know, the whole world shut down. You know, so, I mean, it feels good. You know, it feels good to finally get back in action, you know, on such a big stage and just to be fighting, period, man. It feels good. You know, boxing's back. So, it's on.
If someone told you back at your last fight in 2019, obviously, you know, we never knew that pandemic was coming. Forget the pandemic. If they said your next fight is going to be on a Floyd Mayweather undercard, would you have believed them?
Nah, not at all. I mean, I never even thought I'd be back in Vegas. The last time I left Vegas, I was like, man, I'm never coming back. And now I've been here for like 6 months. So it just goes, man. World's crazy, man. You just never know what you're truly destined to be and to where you're destined to be at, who you're destined to work with. Like you just never know, but you just gotta put your part in. I put my part in by putting the work in. And this is just part of my destiny. It's part of my story to be back here, to be back with Floyd. And I'm just blessed, man. This is just a blessing, man. I'm just happy to get my shit, get my things back in order, to be fighting again, and to be, with one of the best.
It's good to see you back in the ring, and we can't wait for June 6th. Let's talk about your opponent, not just any opponent.
Yeah.
Former world champion, Jarrett the Swift Hurd as well.
Yeah.
You're a natural middleweight, and you're going down to super welterweight. What was your decision with that? Like, did you ever want to go down?
The whole time, I actually started fighting at super middleweight, but every time, like, as I started training hard and I started training correctly and then I started eating correctly, like, the weight just started, like, flowing down, and I had been in camp with so many people, and a lot of people were like, man, if you're making 60 too easy, you can make 54. But I was like, nah, I don't think so. But I just kept getting more serious and just taking my diet seriously and taking the training seriously. And the weight just started flowing off. You know what I mean? So I had my little run at middleweight. It wasn't hard to crack in the top 10 or even trying to get those top 5 guys. But it was those elite guys that just, you could visibly see a size difference. You know what I mean? Even in this last couple fights, like, I've noticeably been the smaller guy. Like when I fought Jacobs, like we didn't even look like we were in the same weight class. So I think it was time for me to just try it out at 54. You know what I mean? If I was knocking guys out at 60 and 68, I know for a fact I'll be knocking guys out at 154. And you only got to make the weight for 10 seconds. So I mean, I feel good. I mean, you can even see like the body looks better, the physique looks better. I'm still eating good, and the weight's just flowing off. So I think it was the right move. I mean, I should have really been fighting at 54 my whole career. So, but you learn through fights. Through fighting. I've had to learn through fighting. Just fighting my way through. So I think this is the best for me to move to fight at 154 pounds. I think I'm gonna be stronger and a lot bigger than guys. I won't always have to be the smaller guy. I mean, even in this fight, I'm gonna be smaller, but I don't think I'm gonna be that much smaller than people think. So I'm looking forward to it. It's a new chapter. I get to rebrand myself. I get to start over, and I'm undefeated at 154 pounds. That's how I'm looking at it.
That's it. It's better, and it's better late than never than to do it. So, yeah. And as long as you feel good and you believe that that's your right way, then good for you, man. That's really good.
I mean, I was within 10 pounds 6 months, 7, 8 months ago. So I feel great. I look great. I got abs. I've been having abs this whole time. So I'm excited.
That's good, man. Let's talk about your opponent. Obviously, Jarrett the Swift Hurd, 1 defeat, former world champion as well. Apart from speed, what dangers does this guy bring apart from speed and the experience of being an elite fighter as well?
I honestly don't see too much danger in the fight. I think it's a perfect fight. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm used to fighting bigger guys, and as you get to show you, man, I'm a true fighter. I'm coming down to 154 pounds, or if this fight's not going to be at 154 pounds, but we'll see what it's all said and done. But I'm coming down to that weight, and I'm challenging one of the number 1 guys in the division, because I'm not trying to bullshit. I know where I am. I know where I stand with my ability. So, I mean, I don't see too much danger. I think he has a very good right uppercut, which is probably the most dangerous punch in his arsenal. But I don't know. He hasn't been looking the same lately. I mean, Jarrett Hurd that we've been seeing in 2017, 18, and even 19, compared to these last 2-3 Jarrett Hurds, I feel like it's different. He just fired his trainer. He got a new trainer who's more of who's trained a lot of amateur guys and has a lot of like a different style. So I don't know. I think maybe his size may be dangerous. That right uppercut would be dangerous, but it's nothing that I haven't seen. Like Jarrett Hurd doesn't have anything that I haven't already seen. I've been hit by bigger guys. He's not bigger than Jacobs. I don't think he hit harder than Jacobs. And Jacobs couldn't do, when I was done with the Jacobs fight, all I had was a scratch on my face. So I don't know. I think it's a very intriguing fight. It's a meaningful fight for both of us. If he looks bad, this even steps him back even more. And if I don't do what I need to do, then that'd be three, four fights in a row where I've came up short. So it's a very important fight for both of us on a huge stage, and I'm ready for whatever he brings.
Amazing. Obviously, the fact that you've knocked out middleweights and he's got a record of a perfect knockout percentage. Is it safe to say that this fight may not go the
He
distance?
don't got no perfect knockouts percentage. He done knocked out 18 out of 24, 25. See, but I don't look at it's easy to knock out your first 10, 15 guys. Like your first 10 fights, like if you go look at his record, I guarantee you his first 10, 15 guys were ducks, guys he was supposed to knock out. Like I was taking hard fights on my fourth, fifth fight. Like my fifth fight, I fought a guy who in my first 6-rounder, I fought a guy coming off a 10-round fight with 200 plus amateur fights, who was like 8-9-0 before he lost his first fight. That's why I fought my fourth or fifth fight. Like I wasn't fighting guys I was supposed to knock out. Like it's not that hard to get somebody's knockout ratio where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? But it's all about matchmaking. And I've been matched pretty heavy my whole career. Like I said, I was fighting at 168 when I first started. I was fighting super middle, and I wasn't fighting any bums. There's a couple guys on my record that are truly light heavyweights. I fought a Colombian guy, 22 wins, 10 losses, but 19 knockouts, and he was a light heavy, really. But he squeezed down to fight me a little bit at a catch weight. So I'm not really worried about the knockout percentage. I go off his last couple performances, and when he's gotten to the elite level, he isn't really, knocked in. Like he doesn't have one punch knockout power.
Yeah.
Which is why I felt like it was a good fight. Like it's not like he got the eraser, he got a one-hitter quitter. He's the type of guy that breaks you down and like he has to hit you a lot. But I got great defense. Like I don't get hit that much, like I know how to get out the way. I know how to evade, I got experience. I know how to hold, I know how to, find ways to make sure I'm safe, So I'm not really worried about the power. Like I said, I've been fighting bigger guys this whole time. So
brilliant. What I want to know is, obviously, we should never look past our opponents and the focus is Jarrett Hurd. But let's say win or lose, whatever. It's safe to say the way you've been speaking in this interview, you may stay at super welterweight. Is that?
Yeah. No, my goal is to become champion, man, and I got to become champion, and I have to think about what are my best. How can I become champion at what weight and the fastest, and have the best chances of actually winning, and winning a world title. And I just from the way I've been fighting and the guys I've been fighting, the way I've been training and my size, I just feel like it would be easier for me to be champion at 54. I feel like my chances are a lot better in terms of fighting guys my size and becoming champion. So yeah, the goal is to stay at 154 pounds and to challenge for a world title at 154 pounds. But this game is crazy, man. You never know. I might be hurt, and then they might offer me a title fight at 160. I mean, I've been right there. I've been one fight away from getting a world title fight at 160 these last couple fights. So I feel like if I beat Hurd, the title fight is coming. Preferably at 154 pounds, but you got to keep your options open.
That's
but
it.
The goal is to become champion at 154.
And the champion Jamal Charlo as well, so be a great fight.
He's over here on the PB side, PBC side to Sergey Jack. So, I feel like I could get a crack at those titles quicker.
No, for sure.
Especially
Would you ever be interested in coming to the UK to fight one of our UK fighters? We've got some great welterweights.
I mean, I've been out there. It'd be good. It'd have to be a huge fight though. You know what I mean? Like I've already did that overseas. And it's easier said than done. But if the fight makes sense and there's huge fight, big platform, then absolutely. But right now I just got to focus on Jarrett Hurd, getting Jarrett Hurd out the way, and then getting in position to fight for world title.
No, for sure. Champ, you there? I think my screen's frozen.
Yeah, I'm still here. I can hear you.
All right, I think. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're getting your staticky,
Yeah.
but I can hear you.
Well, what I was going to say is, obviously, I know you want to stay at 154, but if the opportunity for that rematch with Rosado came up, would you want to take that and make it right?
I mean, obviously you want to make your right wrongs, but I feel like right now, me beating Rosado doesn't do anything for me, and him beating me doesn't do anything for me right now. So I feel like we just got to take that fight for what it was. You know, it is what it is. I feel like that could have been a lot different, but he's on to different things. He's fighting at super middleweight now. He moved up, I moved down. So, but you never know. I mean, he's on there, but as am I. But the fight just is over with now. Like it was what it was. We had an opportunity to to make it right. It didn't go our way, but you just gotta just whatever, you know. Me fighting Rosado now doesn't do anything. If he becomes champion, then well maybe. But I don't see that happening. So.
But you've got a lot of options, whether it's a super welterweight or 154 or 160, you've got a lot. Andrade ain't nobody wants to fight him. So, you know, if the opportunity came there, you can fight him too.
Yeah. I mean, the winner of me Rosado was supposed to fight Andrade, but we ended up catching a draw. So then they let the winner of Rosado and the Polish guy fight Andrade. You know, so,
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm one fight away from getting a crack at the world title. So it's just I just gotta get over that hump. You know, and then this fight is gonna be that.
What's your thoughts on this Floyd Logan Paul fight?
I think it's gonna be a great event. You know, I think it's gonna be very entertaining. Logan Paul is huge, man. You gotta realize Floyd's not a big guy. Floyd walks around with his clothes on and a bunch of money in his pocket, and he's barely cracking $150, $155. You know, Logan Paul, dude, he's 200 pounds, man, 6'3", 200. You know, so it's intriguing, yeah. But Floyd's very sharp. I don't see him getting hit, man, but it's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a great event. You know, like a lot of people are gonna be there. It's gonna be a great, entertaining fight. Like it's gonna be a star-studded. It's gonna be jam-packed house. You know, and I think Floyd's gonna figure out a way to break him down and get him out of there. But you gotta give Logan a shot, man. He's 200. You know, 6'3", 200, 190. You know, like that's a big dude. That's cruiserweight.
Do you wish instead of Logan it was Jake?
I think Jake might stand a better chance because it seems like his boxing is better. But no one's messing with Floyd right now, man. Floyd's unbelievable, man. I thought he was getting older, you know, like I was like, oh man, he's not the same. Man, Floyd is no different than the same Floyd that fought Miguel Cotto, that fought Pacquiao. Like, he's the same. Like you can't even tell he's how old he is. What is he, 43, 42, 43?
42, yeah, 42.
You cannot tell, man.
Crazy.
He's razor sharp. His defense is still there. His power is still there. Like, I was in shock. I ain't gonna lie. When at first I was like, damn, man, Floyd better stop playing, man. That dude's big. You know, I hadn't seen Floyd in a while. I hadn't seen him in the gym. But now I've seen that he's in camp and he's taking this fight, you know, serious, man. They messed up by taking his hat, man. They really pissed Floyd off. Like, people thought that was like bullshit. But Floyd was really like truly pissed, you know, because he was already disrespecting him and playing with him, and then he did the hat thing, and that really pissed Floyd off. So I didn't see Floyd step up his training, you know, like he's training harder than he did for McGregor. You know, so
you obviously have been in camp with Floyd before. Do you think he took that to heart more than the whole McGregor touching his head and like disrespecting him because of the fact that he was promoting Jake Paul before. He was promoting Jake Paul like literally like a year ago or 2 years ago, and the fact that
I think what it was they were just, man, some people just don't like getting played with and disrespected, you know, and like it's fun in games sometimes, but when you go too far, like no, people are gonna get pissed, you know. And I think that happened with Floyd. Like people don't even realize it started. Jake Paul started messing with Floyd. He kept on tying his shoes. Floyd
Yeah.
was he was sitting out on the stage, and he kept untying his shoes, and like that annoyed Floyd. Like that annoyed him. You know what I mean? Like he was already like on his bad side because it annoyed him with him untying his shoes. That's what started the shit, was him untying his shoes. And Floyd was like, "Come on, man, I'm sitting here talking at the press and you're untying my shoes." So that started, and then he snatched his hat. You know, he snatched his hat. You know, and then I think that just took Floyd over the edge. You know, it really just pissed him off. Like, and it's a disrespecting to him. You know what I mean? Like you untying my shoes, you playing with me. I'm telling you to calm down, and then you take my hat. You know, like. It really just took Floyd. Some people get mad at certain things, and that Floyd had enough of it, you know. So
that's it. It's going to be fireworks. Let's just say that.
Floyd really coming to hurt that kid, man. I'm telling you, man. Well, I thought he was just gonna he's like, because I was sparring Floyd, right? But then Floyd was like, man, you know, I'm fighting a YouTuber. Well, I'm not gonna be sparring a lot. I'm not gonna be training a lot because I'm fighting a YouTuber. Like that's how it was prior to the incident that happened in Miami. It was just like Flo's like, I just need to be sharp. I just need to have a couple abs so I don't look fat. You know, like it was like whatever. I'm still the best. Like whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, well, Floyd's just, you know, whatever. But then that happened, and Floyd was in the gym like immediately, 3-4 times a week, sparring 3-4 times a week. And I was like, oh shit. Like it went from just like whatever to like, nah, I'm about to smoke this kid now. So I'm talking about Floyd. I seen him have similar training sessions when he like was getting ready to fight Cotto and other guys. He'll spar a long time. He hit the bag a long time. He hit the mitts a long time, and then he'll go run for an hour. Like I only seen him do that when he's getting ready for when he did that a lot when he was getting ready for Cotto. Like he would spar, do all that, then he'll go for a run. He's done that multiple times to get ready for this fight. So I'm like, oh, he's for real. You know, he's for real. So
we look forward to it. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be a great event. Floyd gonna try to knock him out for real. Like really, he wants to flatline him.
We'll see. What's your take on last night's undisputed fight, Josh Taylor versus Ramirez? Did you watch it?
Man, I thought Josh Taylor put on an unbelievable performance. You know, like he figured it out. I mean, he had it all. He had great footwork. He had great boxing. He had a great jab. You know, he was sticking that jab whenever he wanted to. He was making Ramirez miss. You know, he took a couple hard body shots, but, you know, he weathered the storm. You know what I mean? Like, it looked like, you know, to me, Josh Taylor won the first round. Then he lost round 2-5. And I was like, oh, man, maybe that pressure's too much. And I was thinking, like, he's going to have to do something. You know, so right away, 6th round, boom, he drops him. 7th round, boom, he hurt him again.
That uppercut was devastating.
Like, he took over the fight from the middle part to the end. Like, he was just dominating. Like, the boxing was great. The legs were great. You know, I mean, Josh Taylor got a lot of fans from a lot of the boxing world from last night. He put on an unbelievable performance, and he earned his stripes. I mean, that's 4 world champions in a row he just beat, and he really could have knocked Ramirez out. You know, he almost had him out. You know, I mean, I think Josh Taylor is man, he's doing his thing, man. Congrats to him and his team. They put on an unbelievable performance last night.
What's the thoughts of the potential Josh Taylor versus Terence Crawford?
I think he should go for Lopez before he goes for Crawford.
Teofimo, yeah.
Yeah. Just because I feel like with Crawford, he's going to be playing chess with a master chess player. You know, I don't feel like he's a better boxer than Crawford. He's not bigger than Crawford. You know, I don't think he hits harder than Crawford. He maybe the same. I think Crawford's might be stronger. You know, I think that the safer, bigger fight is with Lopez.
Yeah.
Smaller. I'd rather fight a smaller guy coming out.
No, I totally agree with that. Champ, before I let you go, do you have a message for your fans for June 6th?
No, man, to all the fans, man, I appreciate all the support, man. A lot of people haven't quit on me. You know, they know what I possess. They know what kind of fighter I am. And I appreciate all the support, man. With some of the UK fans are some of the best fans out there. real passionate fans, you know. So, you know, I've always appreciated all the love from all over the world, especially the UK. And tune in June 6th. Like I said, I'm coming on to put on a masterful performance. I'm gonna come out to bang, the box, to do whatever it takes to get my hand raised and to beat Jarrett Hurd. So it's gonna be a great card. It's gonna be a great fight between me and her. It's gonna be a great card, top to bottom. And like I said, tune in June 6th. It's gonna be a great event, you know, and the people are gonna enjoy it.
Amazing, and we can't wait to tune in, champ. So I want to wish you the best of luck that night, and may the best man win.
Appreciate that.
I want to say thank you for taking your time to speak to me today. It's been an honor to speak to you. I hope we can catch up soon.
All right, thank you. Appreciate the invite.
Take care, champ. Stay safe.
Okay.